right.
All right. It's 11:01. Can y'all hear me okay?
Yes.
Awesome. Welcome, everybody. Doug's going in right now. He's going to join us here in just a second. Welcome to our team meeting this week. Really looking forward to seeing everybody in person someday soon, all in here. But we're going to get started. Just want to introduce myself. I'm Jennifer Burns. I'm the new team leader, and let's get started. We've got a bunch on the agenda today. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so first off, we just want to kind of revisit our belief system here. It's the win-win or no deal, integrity, do the right thing. Customers always come first, commitment in all things, communication, seek first to understand, creativity, ideas before results, teamwork, together everyone achieves more, trust starts with honesty, equity, opportunities for all, write that either, and success, hey Doug, results through people. If you're new to Keller Williams, you can find this online with all the other resources at KW Connect. But this is our belief system as we move forward in our businesses here at Keller Williams. Okay, Joe, do you want to talk a little bit about new office progress? These are your new picks.
Yeah, good morning. I'm trying to see where, oh, these are first. Oh, no, that's second floor picture. Do you want to, yeah, so the office has got tons of progress. It's going to be down to the wire for our timeline. I would say that if you want a huge cliffhanger, it is that you will not want to miss the July team meeting, because we are going to be talking about the logistics of what's happening with our move. But as you can see there, Jennifer and I actually swung down on my visit last week. And that picture that you see on the left was taken after I climbed the scaffolding to get to the second floor because there's not a staircase. So I don't think she liked watching that happen, but it was so fun. So just tons of progress there. We were there at what, like 5 o'clock. I was heading out of town, and there was still a crew working on that drywall. So they are putting in the time and working to get that up. Actually, this is sort of the downhill on the second part of the work, right? Because like the long wait was all the early stuff. It's the layout, it's the permitting, it's the electrical, and the walls, and now they do drywall, paint, finishes, lighting gets put up, and off we go. So that's really cool. Also, I want to circle back to that real casual beginning where Jennifer, who is helping to facilitate the meeting, and I apologize, I have every intention to be at team meetings, but I'm in Florida. I'm here for work, so Jennifer has been going through the career visioning process with me for quite a while. We had a phenomenal ALC meeting last week where our ALC gave resounding support for Jennifer moving into our team leader position, and we are moving forward with that. So she is our acting team leader, helping facilitate the meeting, obviously today, with the least of the things I'm asking her to do. And just super exciting chapter for us as a market center to have a seasoned agent, one of our long tenured agents, high producing agent, somebody that we can trust and know that she's going to be an awesome leader for us. And we're finalizing the process formally with the region. And yet I felt confident to have that conversation with everybody today. And so if we can give a virtual and in-person round of applause for Jennifer, I think it's huge. And I know our leadership team is really excited about it. And I've just heard a ton of great feedback from our agents. So here we go. Onward.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. June birthdays. We've got Joshua Blackney on the 15th, Aaron Mason on the 22nd, Diane Roberts on the 22nd also, Dennis on the 24th, and James on the 27th. Happy birthday, everybody. Woo! You're making it a good one? Yeah. Okay, we've got some anniversaries. Where's Sue Pittman? Is she on this call?
She's out of town for family.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Happy anniversary, Sue. And Michelle Kung, I don't see you on here either. Happy anniversary to you as well. And Timmy Lewis, happy anniversary. Thank you for being with us. We appreciate y'all.
Yay.
Yay. Okay, we've got 2 new agents joining us here at Keller Williams. Cindy is going to be, is she at Altoona, right?
Yep.
Right, Doug?
Yep.
Yeah, Cindy, welcome back to Altoona. And Peter Kassar, what market center is he here?
Johnstown.
Johnstown. Peter, welcome. Glad to have you guys with us.
I also wanted to highlight this for Cindy. I was actually talking with her earlier this morning because she's coming back into the Altoona market. She would love to host an open house for somebody this Sunday. So in Allegheny County or, oh, I don't remember the other one. Cindy, if you want to maybe speak a little bit about the areas that you'd be interested in hosting an open house for and see if maybe we have any takers.
I am happy to do an open house for anybody in Cambria County or Allegheny County, Blair County, I guess Allegheny Highlands. So yeah, anybody have anything, please let me know, whether it's for this Sunday or next Sunday. Happy to help. Could be a win-win. I bring you a buyer, and by doing so, I gain a client. So,
Cindy, I got one for you. I'll hit you up.
all right, awesome. Thank you.
Can you put your number and email address in the chat? So if anybody's got something going on this weekend, you can reach out directly to Cindy.
Will do.
That's perfect. Love it. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Yep. So that was just little plug there.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Top 5 agents with closed units. There's that guy again.
Yeah.
Ryan Edmondson, where are you at? Is he on this call? I don't think so. 6 units. That's huge. Good job on that. Jean's got 3. Look who's here. Where'd she go? Jayla. She was literally sitting here, Jayla.
Yeah.
Heather with 1 and Jordana with 1. Everybody, that's a lot of production. Thank you, everybody, for keeping it going.
All right.
Okay. Congratulations, Miss Keller. There you are. You weren't on screen, but now you're there. You're in your, where are you?
I'm here.
Congratulations.
I'm here. Thanks,
Your
everybody.
anniversary.
What's that?
What's your anniversary month?
You know, I always thought it was June, Jen, but it might be July. You guys will have to check the records on that. I'm not sure. I was so happy to cap in May and also to pass the broker's exam in May that I don't. I'm not even thinking about my anniversary right now, but thank you guys.
That's amazing. I'm getting my broker's credit too. That's a task. That's a serious task. So congratulations to you on that.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. This is huge too. Our own Ryan Edmondson has now officially added to the KW luxury division. That's incredible. We just love to see that. It is our goal to have both luxury and commercial and land here at this market center. That is definitely on our to-do list. So we are thrilled that Ryan has hit that. That's a great opportunity here for our market center. So congratulations to Ryan.
Very left and left and open.
Hard. Who is that?
And left open.
Oh, somebody's not on mute. Okay, go ahead.
So I went.
There you go.
Yes.
There I am. Thank you. Thank you, Joe, for helping that. That's me. Y'all know how to reach me, hopefully. Yes. Thank you.
All right.
Okay. Am I just zooming? I'm like a zoomer.
No, you're good.
Miss Eva, do you want to talk us through some market center numbers? Would love to hear you join us.
So closed units are up from our last month by about 20.5%. Year to date, we're also up about 3%, which is awesome. Closed sale volume is down a little bit, but again, we have the closed units up. So the listings taken up 9%, but year to date, we're down about 20%. The listings taken volume, we're hitting about average. Year to date, we're down about 42%. So we really got to work on, our listings taken. But the listings sold, both month over month and year to date are up, which is again, awesome. Listings sold volume is down. That just means that we're selling more inexpensive houses. Contracts written, they're up 11% month over month, 15.9% year to date, which is incredible. Contracts written volume down 14%, but year to date, we're actually up 3%. Closed GCI, again, is up 8.3% month over month. We're down 11% for the year. And then company dollar actually is an increase both month over month and year to date.
You, Joe, but jump in here, like when I'm looking at these numbers, like how can we put that in like normal terms into all of us as agents understanding kind of the trends that we're seeing here?
Yeah.
I'm seeing here, obviously, we're working more buyers than we are sellers. That explains a little bit of just the low listing inventory that we have, but it also is showing us that we have some listings taken here, you know, over last month, which is great.
Yeah, so I always go to the extremes, and I'd like to take a look at that just in terms of from a trending perspective, right? So year to date, look at the difference on listings taken. Year to date down 20.5%, which obviously makes sense why listings taken volume would be down 40%. That's a representation of what happened in Q1. January and February was just across a lot of markets. I think I see our Johnstown room there. If everybody can wave to Johnstown. Hi, Johnstown. So Fran and I have had some conversations about that because their market, they felt the same squeeze in Q1. That was a conversation we just had. So we're talking January, February there. That is impacting that year to date number tremendously across the market center, but also across a lot of the industry. But if you look at the month over month, what a difference to be down 42% over the year, but to still be up month over month. That tells us that we're starting to trend upwards. But the interesting thing there is listings sold at 16.7% up month over month. That means our listings are starting to sell, right? Which tells us that's that balanced market that we're starting to go into where it's not quite so frantic, crazy for the buyers. If you look at closed units being up so much, that is just an awesome testament to our growth and our productivity, which has been a focus of mine as the OP, was to get our market center to be more productive, and that is coming to life. And then the last extreme is the bottom number, which is company dollar. So GCI and company dollar just tells us like essentially how much commission is flowing through our market center, and to see those numbers up is just it's excellent to see that. So there's a lot of green on here, and it's green is in the right place. There are some indications in these numbers of what's happening from a market perspective. So seeing listings sold volume being down a smidge is I think what you said, which is the fact that it's been hard to get those listings sold and hard to keep listings. As that market slows down, I anticipate we're going to see some different numbers happening there. So keep an eye on that. And you know, obviously, I love when we can have productive and number-based conversations. Data tells us the story, right? So that's really cool. And it is interesting. One thing that I think is interesting is that we pull from different MLSs for our market center. We have multiple MLSs. And so I think what might be cool is in the future is pulling data from each of the MLSs and comparing region by region so that we can have a really cohesive picture. Because when we pull our market center numbers, those are just by all of our agents. So we're not really understanding when we look at these numbers, what's happening from region to region. And I think that would be something that would be cool. Does anybody have a strong feeling either way? Chris says yes. So you guys on board for that? Maybe we do. I don't want to nerd out with you guys too much, but I do think that there's value to that. So if you're on board for that in our next team meeting, we can do that. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yes, thumbs up. I think we definitely, like, since we're spread out and we're in different MLSs, that's different trends. We could be seeing them differently in each area as it's moving through the state, for sure.
Yeah. Yep. We have the luxury just east of where we're operating here for Keller Williams exclusive. We have bright MLS pretty much from everything there all the way out to everything out to the Jersey Shore. So Bright made things easy everywhere east of there because it's all one data pool, right? We don't have that in basically Central PA and West. And so it's very fractured data. So so I think it would be good to do that. So as Chris just said, we can nerd out on our market knowledge. Listen, if we're smarter agents, we can educate our clients better. We can run better, smarter businesses. So I think if you're on board for that, we'll do that.
Yes.
So, cool.
100%.
Yeah, I also just wanted to say that, you know, going back a couple slides or whatever, the top agents, we're really jumping. So the top 5 agents with closed units, these numbers, the reason that I don't have anyone from Johnstown or Altoona is simply because I don't have access at this point to run the numbers on their MLS. But I know if Doug and then maybe Fran or Karen, if they can just pull, you know, the top 5 agents and then report it, then I can add it and then actually
We can celebrate them.
exactly.
We'll
have more
celebrate.
actually-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to point out too, June is going to be the most productive month for Johnstown by like a landslide. So when we come back for our July team meeting, we are going to be cheering for Johnstown like so loud. So I'm just bringing that to your attention right now that they're on the hunt for us and they're going to be taking those top 5 spots for sure.
I'm excited. Yes.
Okay, we'll make sure that happens. Thank you.
And so then now we're back at our shares and wins for Johnstown. If you have anything exciting, or maybe if you'd like to flex on your closed numbers a little bit as your wins, or anything else that's been happening in your market center, this would be perfect time to do maybe even updates or anything like that. So Johnstown, if you want to speak
Jump
a little
in here,
bit.
Johnstown.
I don't have any info with me.
Okay.
Are you just looking for stories? We got a nice commercial listing.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
A
sure.
lot more listings coming. What else, Fran?
Yes, I was gonna say, Barry and Gina were working on commercial properties, so we're trying to get that sorted out to figure out how they can join the commercial world of the Pittsburgh location as well.
Yeah.
And
Barry
Barry's also listing another one, so we have our first 2 $1 million listings this year. Those are pretty phenomenal. Otherwise, sales are trending upward here. And I think we are very close to having an agent, if they haven't already hit $1 million production for this year. That would be Diane. She was, and then was it Barry also? Was he close?
I don't know, I think Brad's pretty close too.
2 million?
No, to $1 million. Yeah,
2 million.
To a
2 million, yes. So
$8 million.
we have a couple people approaching their $1 million production here, hopefully by the end of the month. So
That's
Fantastic.
awesome.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Love that.
yeah, once you get those closed, yeah, as soon as Mike has a couple of his big ones closed, he'll be there too.
Yeah, Mike has a big one. Is it pending? You have a big one
One
pending?
pending and one should be pending
Yeah.
for $1.1 million.
You hear that? $1 million listings, guys. We are
Great.
killing it.
Fantastic.
In Johnstown, where it usually doesn't occur.
Yeah, I see a lot of high price houses on the market right now.
Yeah, so we'd like to do something, maybe a luxury homes edition or something. We want to figure out to highlight some of those higher priced properties.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We
But
can do
he's-
that.
That I saw with Edmondson, Mr. Edmondson, what's his name?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yep.
He just got into luxury with 4 sales this year. Is that what it is?
So the qualification for luxury, there's a certain amount of sales that you have to have over the sales price that qualifies for luxury, and that's why like Ryan earned that. That's what makes that
Right.
extra cool. So yeah. So
What is the requirement?
So it changes by county. So we'll have to pull your county because I'm positive that your county is going to have a different number than Pittsburgh will have. So we'll yeah, so we can pull that for you, and you'll get notified that you're qualifying. So it's not, you know, it's not something that's unattainable. We can get to that.
Yeah, it'd be nice to know if there's something that they're close to that they can push extra hard to get there.
Yep. That's good. I like that. Let's do that.
Yeah, I think for Ryan, the qualifications for him specifically, so this would be for Pittsburgh market, it was 4 or more listings above 750,000 within the last 24 months.
Yes.
So that was
Okay, so it's not even calendar year, it goes.
for 2 years.
It's 2
basically.
years.
Yeah.
And that number is that 750,000 is based on the average sale price in our MLS. So that will be different. That's why Joe is saying we'll have to pull that data from your market centers MLS so that we can get that.
Our average sale price is 90s.
It's in the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a map on KW Luxury that shows the number. So we can, we'll just pull it. We'll get it for you.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, Altoona, what you got?
We had one of our agents top $2 million this month.
Yes. Linda,
Oh, yeah.
Elder,
congrats, Linda.
crossed the $2 million threshold. We have another agent, Joshua Urban, who's approaching that mark. He'll probably hit that in the next 3 weeks. We're on pace for our most transactions month. We're down a little bit in volume from last month, but we had a really good May. So
Nice.
being down a little bit for June for us, looking at what we did in May for volume is not a bad thing, but our transaction count is up, and we have 2 agents that are preparing to onboard. So we have that to look forward to. And yeah, I mean, we started our advertising, and we have an announcement later in the meeting that I'm excited to share with everybody. And
Awesome.
so a lot of really good positive things happening. The momentum has definitely swung. And Joe and I talked about the momentum about 2 weeks ago. We could feel it starting to swing. So it's an exciting time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Doug.
That's awesome. So I just wanted to highlight this really quick. There's a women's mastermind on the 20th at Maggiano's in King of Prussia. So if you are interested, I know that Chris signed up for it. So she'll be going. It's from 1 to 4 in person. Lunch will be provided. So if you want to kind of connect with other women in real estate and kind of like, you know, workshop with them, this would be an awesome opportunity. So wanted to put that out there. Just because of technical difficulties this morning, I wasn't able to put this slide in, but Chris and Ryan will be doing a
Red, yellow, green.
Yes, red, yellow, green panel / workshop about teams, and if you want to speak about it.
Yeah, so we had a call last week where we needed to mastermind around some things that were affecting folks in their business, and Joe brought up a really good point that's been going around through MAPS coaches and other places, and just making sure that as we're shifting, we're controlling our expenses, which is then going to give us the ability to remain profitable throughout the rest of this year. And so we've got 2 panelists. We've got Ryan Edmondson and Chris Keller in different area, like different team structures, but and different production levels, but they're going to talk a little bit about how they've been going through their expenses and picking things that are red, which would be things that you want to get rid of like right away. That's just extra that you don't need to spend. Your yellows are things that you love having and it might be a little tough to let go of. And then your greens are your things that you just absolutely have to have that you can't let go of. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to mastermind around how to shore up your business from an expense standpoint.
Yeah. All right.
Awesome.
Then this is what Doug was talking about. If you want to speak a little bit.
Yeah, so we have, oh,
Whoa.
We had it. It's just on the screen. Everybody still see it. So
Yep.
we decided we were gonna, we wanted to do kind of an all-day picnic for the entire market center. And I thought no better place than our backyard in Altoona with Del Grosso's amusement park, where we are going to be renting a pavilion. We have rented a pavilion, and we have set up catering for chicken, barbecue, and ribs. That'll be served at 2:30 on 2 o'clock. Sorry, this is all August 14th. So plenty of time to mark your calendars and you know, make a commitment to be there. We're going to put together some different raffles throughout the day and just kind of have a relaxing kind of summer day. Hopefully the weather cooperates, but there's ride and slide passes will be available in addition to your meal tickets. And yeah, so we're pretty excited. Very excited for this little outing to kind of give everybody a chance to take a deep breath. It's gonna be on the heels of some really exciting stuff coming up at the beginning of August, end of July. So the 14th felt right. Joe made the call there, and it definitely dead on with the timing. So hopefully everybody can make it. If you'd like to coordinate with myself and Alana to kind of coordinate attendance so we can get a head count leading up to the event, that would be great. Again, that's Sunday, August 14th. Ride and slide and eat with us over at Del Grosso's, which is in Tipton, PA, just north of Altoona.
And
Tickets?
Tickets, the ride and slide passes and each tickets will be available the day of the picnic.
And anyone from Pittsburgh who wants to carpool to the event, if you just want to reach out to me, just at the front desk email, just say like, hey, you know, like I'm interested. I don't really want to drive by myself. Save on some gas. I'm sure we would all enjoy that. And so just let me know if you're interested, and then we can coordinate so then we can get people kind of all shuttled together. So yeah, so
Awesome.
I'll you know, keep this top of mind for sure. And when I send out the wrap-up email for this, for the team meeting, I'll include that as well. But yeah, so got that.
Thank you. Thanks, Doug.
And then I also wanted to highlight, this is thanks to Linda at the Altoona office. So we have created a team, KW United, for the Walk to End Alzheimer's. I will be attending as well. I've already signed up. It will be at the Altoona Curve Stadium on October 22nd. And so at the link below, I will also send it out in the wrap-up email. You can donate if you would like, or you can also sign up to do the walk. If we get like 3 more people to sign up, then we will actually have a banner that we can all hold as we do the walk. And I think this would be a great opportunity to you know, wear like our Red Day shirts. And then also if you donate $100, you will get a t-shirt for the Walk to End Alzheimer's as well. So you can do, this will bring you to, the bit.ly link will take you to the team page, so then you can kind of learn more information there about it. But wanted to put that out into the sphere. Registration to join the team ends on the 30th. So we're
Yeah. All of
coming
these links,
soon.
all of these links are in the exclusive, right? The weekly exclusive you send out?
Yep.
Yep.
And then I will also do the wrap-up email. I will include this as well.
Fantastic.
Does anybody want to commit right now to joining on the walk on October 22nd?
I'll commit.
I'm already committed.
I'm committed, but I'll recommit.
Sign up.
Any other Zoomers want to commit? I'm going to commit.
Sure. Yeah, it's right down the street.
Awesome.
Yay, Andrew.
How long is the walk?
I'll commit.
How far is the walk?
Miles? How many miles?
Isn't it a 5K?
Now, if it were a run, I might have some trouble. Might have to consider that, but a walk I can
I
do.
believe it is just walking. I I couldn't tell you how long it is.
I thought there was something.
I just committed to walking an unknown distance, but that's fine.
It's a marathon length.
Yeah. I will figure out how long the walk will be, and then I will put that in the wrap-up email. Because I couldn't tell you. I don't think it's going to be that long, though.
Hey, Alana, just so you guys know, I've done this Alzheimer's walk in Pittsburgh a bunch of times, and we're talking like less than a mile here.
Oh, super easy.
We got it.
Yeah.
In the bag.
If it's relay style, we'll be good.
Yeah.
Too funny. I'm looking at the thing here and it doesn't say on the main page, but we'll get it for everybody. We'll make
Yes.
sure everybody knows.
I think it's more of a casual, less formal type of.
Yes,
Yeah.
but sign up, do your donation so that we can get a banner so we can all walk together, just to show our support. I also want to say thank you to Linda for coming up with the team name of KW United. I think that's really cool. So yes, wanted to do that. And then also because of technical difficulties this morning, I will do Carrie Ann at the end. Sorry, I love you, but yeah. But I do have from Ernest, I saw him jump on the call here. Where are you? Yeah, Jack, from Ernest, if you want to talk a little bit about this new way to collect escrow.
Can we have Eva tee that up a little bit just to explain like where we're headed with that, and then Jack can.
She just took a call at the
She
front
had to
desk.
answer the call at the front desk too.
Okay. All right. Good luck, Jack.
Yeah.
We're here for you, Jack. We're here.
Oh man, is anyone in there able to make me a co-host real quick so I can share my screen with you guys? That's gonna make this a little bit easier for everyone if I can show you guys a few different things.
For
Also,
sure.
good morning,
Let me
everybody.
do that.
As they're doing that, I'll do the introduction part, guys. Thanks so much for having me. As you heard with Earnest, Earnest is a digital earnest money platform. So basically allowing you to generate earnest money requests digitally through a few different means. Also a Keller Williams strategic partner. So there's a lot of great synergy between our two brands. We were founded originally by a KW agent. We've been working with your CTO, Matt Green, for the last couple of months to train as many market centers as possible on this. And if you want to learn more about which market centers we're in, see what Gary has to say about us or anything like that, you can check out our KW partner page here on our website. That is EARNNEST. So that's the background. What I wanted to go over with you guys today was how to generate that request and how to track it. And if we have time, I'll show you guys where to find the buyer side as well so you can see that. A couple of key points about this. One, this is going to be a lot quicker than asking your clients or you personally going and picking up a check. It's also a lot safer than either a check or a wire. We've moved over $700 million worth of earnest money funds without a single instance of fraud. And you can research into our security. I'll show you where to find more information about that. But you can see this. The two main ways that most agents are going to be generating earnest money requests are going to be through either our mobile app or one of our integrations. We are releasing a full KW Command integration. It'll be in your opportunities section. That's going to be coming out next month. So we'll be sending out a big release. You guys are going to see that. We're super excited about that. In the meantime, though, and really what is our most popular way to generate a request is through our mobile app. You can download it for free in the App Store or whatever the Android App Store is called, just EARNNEST. So I'm going to show you guys what that looks like, walk you through generating a request there, and then kind of take whatever questions you guys have. Can you guys see what looks like an iPhone on the screen there?
Yep.
All right, awesome. So yeah, this is what it's going to look like, guys, when you download that mobile app. It's going to have a video at the top. That's going to be basically a walkthrough of what I'm about to show you. So if you ever want to refresh on that, and then you can see when you scroll down here, all the previous transactions that you've generated, all the different requests that you've generated are going to show up there. Requested are on this screen, deposited on that screen, which you can click on at the top. So that's where you're going to start off. To generate a request, you're going to click request payment down there at the bottom. It's going to ask you if you have the contact information of the person that's going to be paying that request. Basically, are you the listing agent or are you the buyer's agent on this request? Since we're utilized heavily in all 50 US states, we have both workflows. So we're going to click yes today just for training purposes, and we'll click begin. First thing you're going to do, 4 pieces of information that you have to have: property address that the buyer wants to buy. Start typing it in. If you want, Google Maps will do the rest for you. It'll fill in city, state, and zip code. Of course, you can edit all of this. Confirm that address. That's step 1. Step 2, earnest money amount in the contract. Anything up to $100,000, guys, can be moved through this. So put in that earnest money amount, click continue, and next is where you're going to put in that payer's email. Now, if you're the listing agent generating this request and you don't have the payer's email, you would put the buyer's agent's email in. Instead, you would forward it to the buyer's agent, and the buyer's agent would forward it to the payer. If you have the email address of the person paying, of course, you send the request directly to them. Start typing it in manually if you want. We will pull from your contacts and be able to connect email addresses that way. We don't use that for any like marketing or anything like that, or you can just do it manually like I did and select it. Very last step, selecting the escrow holder. So you're going to select your escrow account if you guys are holding the earnest funds. I believe you guys are fully registered and set up with us. Absolutely. Now, if you guys were using a title partner or something like that, you could search for them as well. This is a demo environment, so I'm not going to be able to pull up your actual escrow account, but the process is very simple. It's like searching for a TV show or a movie on Netflix. You start typing any unique part of that name. It's going to pull up the result right there, and you're going to click on it. You're not going to need to know account numbers, routing numbers, or any of that scary stuff, just the name of your escrow account. So it is very, very straightforward. The nice thing about our app as well, after you've requested to that escrow account one time, it's always going to show up in your suggested for every future transaction. So a little bit simpler there. If you want to, at the end, you can choose to add additional email recipients to that receipt list. Automatically, you as the requesting agent, the administrator on your account, and of course the buyer, the payer themselves, are going to receive emailed receipts when it is requested, paid, and deposited. And I'm going to show you guys what those look like. But if you want to add another agent, a spouse, a lender, anybody else to that recipient list, you can do that by clicking add recipient there. But do know you will automatically receive those as the requesting agent. Click finish setup. Have an opportunity to review those details there. Again, just 4 pieces of information. Slide your finger across the bottom of the screen, and you've generated that earnest money request. It's sitting in the buyer's inbox, ready to be paid. And our data shows that this takes on average between 45 and 60 seconds for an agent to complete. And the nice thing about it as well is you did that from your mobile phone. So you can do that from anywhere you are, no matter what you're doing. You're at your kid's soccer game. You're like, I got to secure that deal. Whip out your phone and go ahead and complete it. We'll click got it here, and it brings me to probably what is the second most important feature of this app, which is the detailed trackability that you have as an agent when generating requests. So this is the one that we just created together. I'm going to go back out to my home screen actually and click on one of these deposited requests, and you can see that we can actually track that request through every single step of the process. It's time and date stamped, and you can track it from requested. You can watch your buyer go through every single step. You can see when the buyer hits pay, when the money leaves the buyer's account, when the money is deposited into your account. And again, guys, that's updated live, and it is time and date stamps. You never have to wonder, has the buyer interacted with this request? Where's the money right now? Has it left their account? Did it reach our account? No, you're going to be able to see exactly where those funds are. Any questions, guys, about generating requests to the mobile app?
Jack, I wanted to point out, Eva was just saying that the name of our brokerage, just for agents that are on the call here, is going to be Keller Williams Exclusive. So that's the name that they're going to be setting up as far as who's holding escrow when it's your side.
Perfect. No, that's an excellent point. Yep. You guys are just going to search that, so you can start typing in Keller Williams Exclusive. If you just start typing in exclusive, it's like a smart search filter again on Netflix. It's going to be limited to your state of operations as well. So say there was a Keller Williams in Georgia with the same name, you're not going to have to worry about that one accidentally popping up when you guys are doing that where you guys are. So that's another nice feature as well. So Keller Williams Exclusive. I see 2 hands raised. one doesn't have a body and one does.
That's okay, we're in the same office. So I just have a question. Are you then using this, are you requesting to hold deposits on all of your sales, even if they're a co-broke office, so that you can use the app so they can pay? Because we wouldn't be able to send to another brokerage this way. Is it easier for us to say we're gonna hold all deposits, whether it's our listing or our sale, if we're putting that on the sales contract to use this app?
That's a question for Ava.
Yeah, right now,
Sorry, I unmuted.
so right now the question is it going to be used on every side? My understanding is no, it's gonna go by what's in the contract. It's different in regions. So we know that in other areas, broker for the seller is the hardwired verbiage in the agreement of sale is who holds earnest funds. Here in the Wild Wild West, we hold, the buyer side holds it. So you're gonna pay attention to your contract and make sure that that's who's getting it. You know, we have to be cooperative, right? With how other market centers or other brokerages are holding their hand money. It's not gonna be required.
Do we receive a copy of the check?
So you're going to receive a copy of the receipt. You're going to get proof of payment, and I'm going to show you what that looks like, but there is no check involved. Again, unlike a check or a wire where there's potential and risk for fraud, Earnest is a completely different type of system. We utilize the ACH network in order to actually protect your buyer's money in that way. So there will be no check, but you will receive a full legal proof of payment with all the required information, same as someone writing a check and dropping it off at the bank. And I'll show you guys what that looks like in a second.
So that's a good question. We've got our lender here, and I think that when it's her turn to talk, maybe we'll ask that question, because we do as realtors get requests from lenders all the time, a copy of the check, as well as, you know, a receipt possibly from the office. So at this point, we will just have the receipt. So it will have to be recognizable through their bank statement, correct?
Yeah, so we get the earnest money receipt. It's accepted just like a copy of a cash check. It's a lot easier than me trying to teach someone how to find a cash check in their online banking. So I love when people use Earnest, they just send that over to me. And then I don't really have to hit up any of the agents. Normally, I think the buyer can probably get a copy of it, and then I just need a copy of their bank statement. So yeah, it's really, it's really tech savvy and nice.
Fantastic. Who else had a hand up? Anybody else? We're definitely going to go into this further. I think that there's still a learning curve or whatever, but it seems pretty self-explanatory. Jack, was there anything else that you wanted to add?
Yeah, if we have a second, I had like just a 2.5 minute video that actually shows the buyer side. I had some questions in the chat and really wanted you guys to be able to see what your buyer is going to be doing. Not only is this important to be easy for you, but it's important for it to be easy for your clients as well. So I was just going to show that real quick, and then that should be sort of the last thing there. So, and I'll show you.
Oh, Jack. We lost you, Jack.
Oh, it's taking a second out here in Utah for everything to load.
There you go.
There we go. Okay, so let me show you guys those receipts real quick as well. That'll just take 2 seconds. If you go to our resource pages, you can find a copy of what those are going to look like. On the left there, that's that payment receipt. And then on the right there, that's that deposit receipt. So again, legal proof of payment, same as someone legally writing a check and dropping it off at the bank. And then the deposit receipt just means the money's been received already. You're not going to receive that deposit receipt until the funds are already in your account.
What's the fee, Jack?
What's that?
Is there a fee?
There is a fee, absolutely. Yep, there's a fee to the buyer. I'm going to cover that in just a second. So there is a fee to the buyer, free for you guys. App is free for your brokerage, free for you guys as agents. If you guys use another brokerage to send the money to, free for them. We literally only monetize to the buyer, and I'll show you where that fee is. We don't sell data or anything like that either. It's literally just a fee to the buyers. Going to click on the buyer FAQ page here. You can find a ton of information on here, guys, including all of our security information. Again, can't stress enough. This is literally the only way to move buyer earnest money funds without any potential risk of fraud. And if you want to read about how we can make such a bold claim, how we've proved that we can do that, feel free to read about this at the bottom. And then up at the top here is that video I was talking about how to complete an earnest money request from your agent. So I'm going to play this. It's 2 minutes and 13 seconds long. That's about how long it takes a buyer to actually complete the earnest money request. So we'll watch this together and then we'll answer any questions you guys have.
Let's take a look at the buyer's journey as they complete their payment. The buyer will accept the request in their email. There is no sensitive information in the email. We introduce Earnest to the buyer and share just a little about our security and transparency and give your buyers access to our support team should they have any questions about paying their earnest money. The button in their email will direct them to a secure page where your buyer will go through a two-step verification process. Once they create their account, they will review your request. Earnest does not allow the buyer to edit or change any of the details of your request. Instead, if they find the details to be inaccurate, they will need to contact you for an updated payment request. If everything is correct, they will click "This is correct," which will lead them to the Buyer Hub. The Buyer Hub contains the details of the request, the buyer's name, the escrow holder, the earnest money amount, and a flat $15 processing fee to the buyer. There are 2 actions that the buyer will complete in the Buyer Hub. First, they will need to confirm their identity, and then they will connect their bank account. These 2 actions are what make Earnest different from any other digital payment platform. We are verifying the buyer's identity in real time and confirming that they have sufficient funds to make the payment, protecting you and your buyer. The buyer will be prompted to select their online banking partner. Earnest is connected to over 13,000 banks nationwide. If your buyer doesn't have online banking, they can manually enter their account and routing information. We never store or see the buyer's banking information. Using our secure system, Earnest is completely removing the possibility of bounced checks, saving you valuable business days and a lot of headaches. Once your buyer's identity is confirmed and the proper amount of funds are available for payment, they can pay their earnest money.
All right, guys, wanted to highlight a couple things we saw there. One, you can see they don't need to download an app or anything like that. They literally just need to have access to the internet and an email account, and they can pay that request literally anywhere in the world. That's one nice benefit of Earnest as well. You can see that we use Plaid as our banking network coordinator. What that does is allows your clients to connect their bank account from 13,500 different banking institutions and credit unions here in the United States. It's completely tokenized, so we don't see or store any of their banking information. It's completely protected from us and from any other outside wandering eyes. Also, if your buyers use like Zelle or Venmo or has like a Merrill Lynch online investing account or Robinhood account, they've used Plaid before and they're familiar with it. So that makes it a lot easier as well. You can see we do a sufficient funds check in there, guys. We want to avoid any possibility of like bounce checks. We know how annoying that is. And additionally, you can see that $15 fee where that is in there. It's a flat fee. Doesn't matter if it's a $30 transfer or a $100,000 transfer. So it's going to be that $15, $15, and that's where we make our money. So any questions about that buyer side, the security, the process, timeline, what you're asking your buyers to do?
Seems pretty self-explanatory. Y'all made it really easy. Does anybody else have any questions? No? Everybody's good? Jack, thank you so much. Eva, can you confirm that we're ready? We're good to go?
We're good to go. We have been set up and we're ready to launch, so.
Fantastic. So y'all hear that? She's got it all set up. You can start using Earnest today.
Awesome.
Any questions? Call the office. Talk to Eva.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop my email address in the chat as well, guys. Feel free to reach out to me. I'm always available. If you have any questions, want to review anything one-on-one, but yeah, go ahead and download that app and start using it. Your buyers will thank you, especially with these gas prices. They don't want to drive anywhere.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it so much.
You guys have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you.
So off the top of our heads, what is the fee for a wire anyway?
I want to say it's $25.
$25 for a wire versus it looks like $15 for Earnest. And then, of course, it's free if somebody's local and they're here to drop off a check, but they may be willing to do that if it's just the ease of whatever. And who's reordering checks anymore? That's fine.
Right.
Right?
Something also that I've noticed that's really great, if you head to their website, they have so many materials on, videos on what it looks like from, the buyer's end, videos to walk you through the process on requesting money. So it's really great if you have any questions, check out their website. They have so much stuff to learn from. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, Miss Carrie Ann, you're up. You can, yeah.
Whatever.
We'll see. Yeah. Everybody in that corner, she's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Carrie Ann. I'm with AJM Mortgage. I'm a licensed mortgage loan originator. At AJM, we work with wholesale lenders. So we don't have an in-house lender and we're not the bank. So our main focus is the buyer. We work for our buyers.
Bless you.
God bless you. The main thing. So whenever you have buyers that might already be pre-approved or they might already have a cost sheet, we're available if you want us to take a look at the cost sheet. I've had 2 buyers recently. I sent my cost sheet to them and they called me like, your cost sheet seems a bit higher. And I said, okay, well, send me the other cost sheet. Well, I took a look. There's $5,000 missing from escrow on the other lender's side, days of interest. So there are tricks and there are ways that you could lower your cost sheet to make you look more reasonable. That's not trustworthy and that's not honest. I'm not going to send a fee sheet to a buyer that doesn't have, especially in Allegheny County, we pay county taxes, school taxes, city taxes. If you're not displaying all those to the buyer up front, it's going to be a big shock when they get those closing costs at the end. So in AJM, we're really focused on customer service, transparency. We're always upfront. If I get a fee sheet and I'm looking over it and the other lender is a better deal, I'm not going to lie to someone. And I've had that happen. I'm like, you need to run for this offer. Sometimes promotions come along with banks. The other good thing is we're available 24/7. I mean, like, don't call me at midnight, but like, if you need me at, you need me at 8 p.m. There's always, you guys don't work a 9 to 5. We have office hours that are 9 to 5, but we're available for our agents and we try to make things as easy as possible, just like Earnest. We don't want to be hunting down, walking people through how to get a check through online banking or bugging you guys on emailing us a check. We're going to make it as smooth and easy as possible for both our buyers and our agents. So if you have anybody that needs a pre-approval, or if they're already pre-approved, and buying a house is the biggest thing. When people buy cars, not that we're car salesmen, but you're going to shop around. You're going to look, am I getting the best deal? So if they're pre-approved with one lender, this is the biggest purchase they're probably going to make in their life. It doesn't hurt to have a second set of eyes on it. It doesn't hurt to see if there's, a better offer out there. One of our main lenders that we work with is Franklin American. They're a division of Citizens Bank. So they're a large local bank. And we actually get an underwriting discount because we have a partnership, work with them so much. Our underwriting fees a little under $700. I've seen underwriting fees that are $1,600. Well, what's the extra $1,000 for? So I mean, those are really things on a cost sheet, and we don't expect agents to be experts on cost sheets. Buyers aren't experts on cost sheets. We're experts on cost sheets, so we can always take a look. See if there's anything better out there, or if you guys have any questions about mortgages, or if you need anything, we're available evenings, weekends, just let us know.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I highly recommend calling her up if you're a new agent in particular and you need to understand the difference between conventional, VA, FHA, the main ones that we're looking at here in our area. Is just give her a call and she can walk you through the conversations that you're wanting to be having with your buyers. So
That's
huge
true.
resource.
It's true, because I've had people, I've spoken to buyers where they're like, well, I don't want to go FHA because the appraisal is more strict, this and that. Well, if it's a safety concern on FHA, it's going to be a safety concern on conventional. So, on FHA, there are going to be those, peeling paint chips. But, you know, it's really important that people understand that FHA is a great product, VA is a great product, conventional isn't the right fit for everyone.
Right.
And, you know, it's exciting when a new home buyer or someone who doesn't think they were ever gonna own a home gets to own a home. And those are really what those products are for.
It's so important to be like the source of the source. Like, we are not lenders. We can speak to some of the nuances of the plans, but it's so important to be able to give your client a professional that does it. So thank you so much. We
I would
appreciate
like to add to this really quick.
Yes.
Last week I actually got pre-approved with. And I would just like to brag a little bit about how easy it was. It took us what, like 10, 15 minutes?
Yes.
We went through all these different options and you know, it really gave me peace of mind.
I love that. Yay. Love it. Okay, awesome. Thank you. All right. See you next month.
Yes, it's, yep, July 19th, 10 a.m. The reason that we had this meeting at 11 was because of the PAR change.
Right, we're back to 10 a.m. Back to
Yes.
10 a.m. next month. Yeah.
We'll have good stuff about the new office.
Yeah.
I want to mention too, for any of you that did not see the PAR class, we're going to be sending you a link of that recording once it's made provided to us. We're also going to be on the lookout in your emails. We're going to create a Google folder that's going to have all of the documents that have changed, as well as the consumer description of those changes. Just something to be aware, and some of you already were in the class, but I just want to point this out, that when you get that link to those documents, anything in black text, like the normal agreement, means that it was there, nothing changed. Anything you see in red means that it's brand new content. The agreement of sale changed, the appraisal contingency changed, a couple other things. Some things that we don't use as much here. Yeah. Yeah. So, and if it's in blue, if the text is in blue, that means it was originally in that document, but it just got moved to another section. So just keep that in mind when you see those copies. You need to educate yourself on those and make sure, we're going to make sure July 1st, that's when the new documents are in effect. We're going to make sure that those documents are in DocuSign, that if you have your NERDS number and you're a realtor, just make sure that you're using the right forms. You're going to see down at the bottom, revised July 2022. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about documents? Go, Joe.
No, that's big, guys. That the document stuff is not to be messed with, because you don't want to be the one who's using an outdated form or doesn't know the form, or get yourself in a pickle with another agent who does know the form and you don't, and now all of a sudden you've got a problem where you're not representing your clients well. I'm going to leave that cliffhanger one more time. The meeting on July 19th is going to be really important, because there's going to be a lot of information about the move of the office, and also we're going to be going bigger and bigger with our awards. As our agents are, as our productivity is going up, so do the benefits to our winners. So I'm going to leave that as a little carrot hanging out there for you. So July 19th.
What possibly mean, Joe?
I don't know. We'll just leave that out there for you. So July 19th is not one to be missed. Yeah, so super excited. Appreciate it. Great meeting. And everybody have an awesome month. We'll see you next month.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody.
All right, everybody. Was that it?
Yep.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. Appreciate y'all. See you soon.